How's it going, everybody? We're here with Scottie, and we're recording Scottie's Crucible because mine went hilariously bad. I'll share that with you at the end. But I knew I was going to lose, so I went full test mode. So I'll show you the results of that testing. Today, though, against Bob, Scottie is going to start us off in stage one. So this is a version of the team I put up, but there's a crucial mistake that was made by our friend Bob here, and he put 3 Annihilators in a room that you actively want to get vulnerables, and that stops you from getting vulnerables. So the positioning here looks good enough. Nope, let's keep Silver Sable as a raider. She's basically going to be one-shotting everybody.
Okay.
And let her rip. Let her rip. Dunkaroos. If you knew what I meant when I said the Dunkaroos in the tone I said it, then you're a real one.
I don't. What is that from? Is that sports?
It's like no, it's not sports. You know the movie Hook? Rufio? He doesn't actually say
Yeah.
Dunkaroos, but everyone says Dunkaroos.
Oh,
It's a meme. And maybe it's a silly meme. I don't know. All right, you are going to ult here. You're going to get wrecked for it. But if enough people die, then we get to keep it and we just move on with our life. Okay, that's good. Wait. Stun her. Stun her. Give her the soul cold. Stun her quick.
yeah.
Yeah. So she's not going to revive. And then you get this done. If you try and do this matchup, guys, on a big punch up, you will instantly die. I tried to do it on a big punch up and I instantly got exploded. But I could have two-shot it. And this seems to be a pretty good use. This room is super rough. If Homie had Super Scroll, completely different story. That match goes completely different instead of Gore. That's what I would suggest. All right, let's go next. Okie artichoke. Now it's time to do stage 2. Now, stage 2 is actually super rough. If you could do an anti-speed bar to stop that, what's her face from giving out the offense up, that's super helpful. But then you still got to worry about the speed stat. Now, because of what stage 3 is, he could Star Jammers this because of what the other stages are as well. He could pretty much Star Jammers this and just kind of go away with it. Maybe we could have Star Jammers one instead, especially because he had the Annihilators. We could have just killed all of them a little bit faster. I forgot he had Star Jammers on offense. To be honest with you, I would have originally I would have Star Jammers one.
Okay.
Vigilante wouldn't have worked on 2 anyway. But here we're gonna do Star Jammers on 2. We got a clean clear on 1 anyway.
Do.
There they
Where
are.
are you?
Right there. Top.
Yep.
There you go. All right, so it's looking fresh. All right, let it rip. This should be very easy. He stops the speed stat. He stops the speed bar. He gets the speed bar. He gets the speed stat. They get death. We won't get offense up on our team until Rocket takes a turn, but he still goes before the Landra and Groot. So there'll be lots of sources for damage here. I have no idea how Havoc got offense up there. What happened? Anyway, go ahead and special on the Agatha. Yeah. Or ult, rather. Now you're getting an assist from Havoc. Oh no, he lost it. Yeah, I would basic on the Agatha. There we go. She did. Now you just ult on the ult on. Yep, you got it. You got it. Look at that.
Boom.
4 turns of freaking magic, man. All right, I think we're gonna go use Immortal. You know what? We can Immortal that stage 6 even easier. Let's use Immortal on stage 6 here.
Okay.
Yeah, we were going to use Illuminati or Immortal. I think Immortal is the better call here. Stops the speed bar just like Illuminati does, but you also get to strip them of everything. You get the trauma on them. This room is not working as advertised, so the trauma will actually stay on them. Yeah, they don't get a turn. Yeah, this Immortal's definitely the move here. I like this. I like it a lot, and I gotta assume your Illuminati is going to be okay against that Thunderbolts team. Gotta assume. You
Hope
got it.
so.
You got it.
That'd be sad.
Super sad. All right, let's go ahead and stun the Falcon here. Boom. Let's do the rewind on Cap Sam. I'm just gonna let you take this one away. There's actually no more thinking for this match, I don't think.
I would special.
Do you notice anyone that doesn't have slow? Okay, never mind. Immortal too good. Good assist too. She's solo ulting one character. That's hot. That's
Got
so
him.
hot. All right, so now let us, the vegetable, use immortal or not immortal, sorry, Illuminati on stage 5. It's not a free to play Thunderbolt team, but also not a cracking out one either. So let's grab our Captain Britain Illuminati. Yep. You see your ISOs. Good enough.
Okay.
Yeah, good enough. Let's see how this goes. So this is a punch across. It's just new stats. Make it kind of wonky, right? So let's go. They won't gain the speed bar for when they get hit. You have speed up. I feel like you'll be okay. I would definitely go ahead and put a ability block. Oh, you can't ability block them because it's the whole team actually. So maybe I would do a basic here on her, yeah. Because you can't ability block in the opening matches when it's the full team. Okay, I would definitely special. Your
On
safeguard
her
up.
again?
Yeah, I'd kill her first. Well, I guess because it's the diamond situation, maybe we go with Taskmaster first, I suppose. But we're already committed to this. Let's stun the Taskmaster with the
With the
ult.
special?
The special does a little bit more damage, but the ult will give you safeguard and extra stuff too. I think you could do the special. I mean, yeah, you could let it fly if you're feeling froggy. You
He
could
gives my
dash
team
range.
immunity, so I like that.
Yeah, damage is lacking here. My God. All right, let's get that. Okay, the stun goes off. Yeah, sure. Let's just go for some kills here. Definitely feeling a lack of damage right now. My God. I'm really thinking this might be an apocalypse sort of team to get that safeguard on spawn off of them. I would keep sending it into Taskmaster personally, but I don't know what you want to do here. Because he's going to hit you really hard with this ult. Defense up or not. Okay. Ouch. Okay, taking it well so far. Yeah, throw that ult out there. Boom. The slow is good. I don't know. Is that immunity just not working? I would just keep going for Taskmaster to keep damaging them. But I mean, you could go for Victoria Hand so she doesn't.
He won't. Yeah, he won't stun
Yeah.
Taskmaster.
So she doesn't do a turn. Okay, so she's dead. That's good. Immunity worked. So you can ability block now. I just don't know. I don't think it matters. I think you win. So just do whatever you want to do. So Illuminati do look like they handle it, at least on Punch Across. How would you have felt if that Songbird was as tanky as this like Taskmaster has been? Or that Hyperion? Doesn't feel great,
I
does it?
wouldn't love to. I just hate the ghost hitting me over and over.
Uh-huh. Do you think the assists are doing much, or do you think you could replace Mr. Fantastic with Apocalypse?
Uh, I could see Apocalypse being better, for sure. Dodge this ghost. Can she dodge when she's stunned?
I think all AI can dodge whenever they feel like it. But no, things shouldn't dodge when they're stunned. God, she is just taking those hits like crazy. That was good though. All right, we're gonna put our noodles together before we jump into stages 3 and 4. All right, so we mapped this team out. It's kind of a super team. We do have a null to stop the empowered state, so no exhaust, no expose on our mythical characters. We have Apocalypse there for life and damage, and Odin gets the battlefield effect up, and he should clinch this one out. We have a massive overpower advantage on this team, and we are about to get in there. Go beat him up, Scotty. Steal his lunch money. Steal his lunch money. Gore gets doesn't get speed set here because the Emma, but Gore is still one speed faster than the Odin. So that should allow for Odin to get his stuff off. Quick note, when you're in this room, oh, I guess you already got the assist, so it doesn't matter. When you're in this room, oh, you got speed up. Beautiful. Yeah, go ahead and throw that
Alt.
all. Oh, for sure. And get a punch in on that Black Knight. If he's, yeah, you did survive this. That's good. Oh my God. Punch that Black Knight. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, speed bar because
Emma.
Captain Britain was still alive.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
Cameron.
I thought because if he would die, it'd be okay. I guess not. But it doesn't seem to matter. You are just demolishing this and just base it with Odin so everything dies. Don't have been special. You don't need to. Boom. Gore should be, yeah, there. Go ahead and special. And the assist comes. So I've noticed that with Gore. The assist comes, or with Null, the assist comes in first, but that's not always a good thing. Because if you're
No.
relying on one of the assists to do a skirmisher mark for your striker Null, it can screw things up. So
Yeah.
I don't super love that. That was very easy though. That was very easy though.
Was.
And then stage 4, we're using Cabal here because all the speed bar stuff. Let's see. The fastest enemy character is going to be Homie with the. So don't use Dakin because there's no stealth. I just think you're
I
just
wasn't.
leading
I
that
just picked
strike.
the team.
Oh, Old Man Logan. Yeah. You're right. You right. Easy clap. Switch your Kang to Raider. Let her rip, buddy. Let her rip, friend. And this is going to be a pretty high score. I guess the stage 1 attack we did was pretty ballsy. Yeah, he could have Starjammered it because of the mistake by not having Super Scroll there. But
I'm gonna go for her.
yeah, I don't think you can actually go wrong here. You're good. Ooh, that Quicksilver died. Okay, he was definitely still a striker. It works for me though. Okay. So this is going to be a very, very efficient match, and his enemy needs to go through Professor X, so there's not even a question. And just like, God, I'm seeing such a huge advantage by having the Professor X. He gets to keep his full Illuminati together. He gets to keep the anti-speed bar. It is such a blessing, and I cannot wait till I get that in 2 weeks when the Odin leaderboard is over. Well, I guess what, 9 days left,
And then everyone's gonna have him.
and then everyone's gonna have him. But at least then I will still have the other offensive weapons that are the people that I'm currently. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm only facing Professor X's anyway, so the fact that everyone already has them doesn't matter to me. At least I'll have them.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, let's see
I've
the score.
enjoyed sitting in one in arena.
193, not a bad score. It looks like Bob has not attacked, but we'll do a quick refresh to find out. All right,
I guess he has
so
it.
Bob has not done this attack. So why don't you check the defense, see if he's tried one, lost, then just gave up.
Oh, he
There it
did.
is. Yeah, this match doesn't work. I can tell you by experience, Vigilante does not work in that one. He started his burn attack. So Scottie obviously won already. I mean, maybe he's in the mid attack for that. Go back to that stage 2 on defense, though. It straight up doesn't work. And the reason it doesn't work is because the Scientist Supreme is faster than everyone on the Vigilante team, obviously, right? Puts slow and offense up, or sorry, slow and offense down on all the Night Stalkers, but Blade flips it. And so your Blade, your enemy Blade, who's probably going to be overpowered and maybe your Daredevil Modern isn't, just comes in and he will one-shot your, especially if your Daredevil Modern is not maxed out. He one-shot my Daredevil Modern. I was like, okay, so this doesn't work. But even if he didn't, Oath will still go first. And if it wasn't Oath that got flipped, it was Agatha, she'll go before your team. And your whole team is dead before you get to do anything. So definitely, I would not use Vigilante against this stage 2. I hear the mirror is really good into this stage 2, though. So maybe I would consider pulling this off of offense or off defense if you're struggling to keep your counters lined up. You just want to be more offensive minded. And then maybe you could put, I don't know, Vigilante here and you Star Jammers the one. Now, Scottie,
What?
I'm going to walk them through how my attacks went. Scottie was here on stream. It didn't go good. Neither of us full cleared. He had a Professor X. I didn't have a Professor X. But we was both this stage that tripped us up. And he had the same team I had. I don't know if he got it from my video earlier or if he saw this in his other tournaments. It was very popular. So he tried to full vigilante it. So did I. If I had kept this attack, everyone was dead except for the Phoenix and the Omega Red, and then I could have came in and cleaned it up from there, and I would have full cleared it. But I tried it again, and my whole hope was that the Silver Sable would get enough vulnerables. And here she ended up with 6. Here she ended up with 4, and it just didn't work. And then the this is a finesse matchup. Like I was saying, when there's a Super Scroll there instead of a Gore, this is a super scary matchup. The bigger the Omega Red and the bigger the Phoenix, and lots of people have those characters big, is brutal. And the reason for this is the Thanos endgame cannot get trauma because of the Phoenix Force here, and you can't gain Safeguard. So it just absolutely obliterates your face. It is a miserable, miserable room to run into. I told you about this team. I got absolutely dumpstered, and then I hit it with a Cabal, Kang, a Moonstone. I do think I got a little bit lucky here. I'm not sure why, but when Blade did a flip against this team, he didn't actually flip the slows from the Scientist Supreme into speed ups. He just got rid of the slows. And so because my team still had speed up and I had the Moonstone here, Moonstone's very creative here because she goes first and she does a turn me to rewind, an AoE turn me to rewind with her ultimate, right? And I think that's why my man Captain Canuck lost here because he went in with Titania instead of Moonstone. Moonstone's rewind is clutch. But then he cleaned it up, no fuss, no muss. Stage 3 was where he had his Professor X. I hit it with this hodgepodge team as just a burn attack, and then I followed it up with Mephisto, Null, Gore, Black Cat, Void Knight. I do think this would have won anyway on the second hit, but I want to go over the fight after we're done our little walkthrough here. I just had Black Knight, Kahori in here. He hit it with Starjammers. Nothing crazy there. He backed out of this attack with Starjammers to keep it though, right? Could I? So here's the question: could I have won if I kept my stage 1 attack and I didn't try and like test out the vigilante characters? No, I was never going to win this match. Captain Canuck was hanging out in the Twitch chat with us. Super cool dude, by the way. And I think when he saw me like just play testing, shooting the shit, he decided that, hey, it's my opportunity to do the same since Dorky's throwing like a madman. All right, yeah. Stage 4, this is where I ended up using my vigilante. So he had my stage 3, he moved to stage 4. A big strong Black Knight in stage 4 is really good because of the permanent health damage. So Kahori did 2 basics. She was getting absolutely destroyed by the retaliations from my Punisher. That she ended up getting to her special, her 3rd attack, and on her 3rd attack, Punisher killed her with the retaliates, which was really cool. But Black Knight just monstered his way through everybody else. It was essentially like if my Punisher ended up doing his offense step attack, I believe, and so I won this. It felt like a not terrible use of vigilante, but it certainly didn't feel safe. And this is where my like a heart through my soul, dude. I had my Odin here instead of Mephisto, which I actually think Mephisto would not have been any better here. But he comes in with the Silver Sable, who is the fastest character in the field, obliterates everything. I guess Odin goes same kind of speed, right? And then Hitmonkey just went nuts. I mean, this was just a bad team having Odin here. So we're going to take Odin off. We'll put Mephisto back here. I think we might slam it in stage 3 just because Mephisto spams his special in stage 3, which is kind of cool. But this was a dagger in the heart for sure. Then came the Thunderbolts. Oh my god, do not try Vigilante against Thunderbolts. You get frickin' demolished. You take 1 turn, they get the speed bar, and you die. Superior 6 just doesn't have the damage to hang with them, so you saw Scottie used Illuminati. That worked really well. Superior 6, not so much. Immortals absolutely dumpsters it, which is nice. And as you saw, the Illuminati team works on a punch across, a slight punch up, so of course it works on the punch down. And then there was the Liberty, the full Liberty team. I tried Vigilante. I was doing a lot of Vigilante testing today. Vigilante, if they don't strip the immunity off Captain Sam, you lose this, which is exactly what happened the first fight. The second fight, it did strip it off. I could have won. I didn't have to back out, but I wanted to see what Vigilante do against Thunderbolts, and I'm glad I did because now I'll know never to try that matchup. And then of course, Superior 6 with Mysterio went and dumpstered that. My Lizard version, he just hit it with his Superior 6, and it looked like it was completely fine. He didn't even bring in Mysterio to get rid of the immunities because in this room you don't have to. Notable in this room, in stage 6, it's broken, guys. The removing trauma is not happening. So in the JSON codes, instead of saying remove safeguard and remove trauma from all characters, it reads remove safeguard and remove disrupt from all characters. So disrupt is getting cleansed instead of trauma. We'll see if they're going to be fixing that. Yeah, so somebody found that, but they didn't share it with me until after. So that's that. This was a horrible, horrible experience. But it was, at least it was up against a fellow Canuck, right, Scotty? Canadian on Canadian violence, but it ends in beers and hugs, right?
Yeah, and lots of stories.
And lots of stories, exactly. All right, so that was my first day in Crucible. I'm not looking forward to day 2 or day 3 or day 4, but I am looking to day 22 when I'll have Professor X for that first Crucible. All right, from me and Scotty, hope you enjoyed this video. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.